Christine, we all obviously know the Shure name, and you've got one of the most popular booths at ISE, so congratulations for that. I just wanted, in your opinion, what makes Shure different from the competitors? How do you differentiate yourselves?
Well, I'm excited to say that we're coming upon our 98th anniversary this coming April. So we've been in the audio business for over 9 decades, almost 100 years. And I think we have a really unique set of engineers with some competencies that feed so well into this market. We know acoustics, we know signal processing, we've added software to our competencies over the last decade, we know wireless. So when you take all of that together, we can figure out in our labs different ways of doing things than maybe others have thought about. Combine that with the fact that we have such a set of people out in the field. We have over 40 locations around the world. Sometimes it could be as much as a 2 or 3 person office in a particular city, particular country, where we're trying to get to understand the market better. By having all of those people dispatched around the world, they can understand what's happening and what kind of trends are occurring, and that feedback loop comes back to those engineers then. So we have this
those
constant,
feet on the ground is kind of vital, you think?
That's as important to me as the people in the lab developing the technology, because it's like this constant feedback loop back and forth, and getting those people together is when the magic happens.
Sure. I mean, there's a few challenges in the AV industry right now. Obviously, supply chain issues are a big one. I'm having lots of those conversations.
Yes.
I just wonder how you guys are coping with that and helping kind of system integrators kind of do their day-to-day jobs, because it is difficult, not just for you guys, but for everyone.
I think the most important thing with system integrators is having some accurate information. Yeah. So when a project is going to happen, a project is going to happen. But right now their job is made 100 times more difficult because this person is late by 2 months, this supplier is late by 4 months, so they have to bring that all together. If you're not giving them the most accurate and up-to-date information that you have, you're going to screw up their job. So throughout this whole duration of the shortages, we've been doing our best to provide, the information that we can. Where we don't have information, we'll just tell people that we don't have the information. Yeah. But we're trying to be as upfront as possible because we understand the bind that puts an integrator into.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right to do that. And the conversations I'm having, there is as much frustration, if not more, that the information you're getting isn't correct, or people will just say, we simply don't know when products are coming in. Whereas actually, if you can communicate, this is what we think is the time frame, that seems to calm the situation. Because it sounds like nearly everyone is in the same boat, as it were, in terms of getting components and chips and things like that. So actually, I think, the clear, kind of honest communication is a huge plus right now.
Yes, and our industry, when you say that we're all in the same boat, I feel that's very true, because whenever we were dealing with our component suppliers through the whole situation, you have to understand that we as an industry, we're not the automotive sector, we're not medical. No. So there were some things getting priority above our industry, so we were kind of all a little bit at the end of the line.
Yes, there's a pecking order, and we're sadly not at the top. Yeah,
exactly.
No, you're absolutely right. I just wondered, in terms of, obviously you guys bring to IC, a plethora of new products, but also something that's equally important to system integrators is the sort of service aspect of it. I wonder if you could talk about that for a minute, because that's something that we see sometimes can differentiate between brand A and brand B, is the service you get.
Yeah, and I think, I'll reiterate that. I think Shure is made up of our products and our people. And having as many people as we do out in the marketplace and giving that support, when we did not have products to ship in some situations over the last year, we still had people going out and visiting our customers and understanding what kind of projects they're working on, giving our advice as to, what we might be able to supply them eventually. So just keeping those relationships is really important. And I think that presence, and people know then after they do the install, they know that person that they've been talking to for 2 years or 3 years, because they're there all the time. Sure. So we try to stand by everybody.
Yeah, and finally, Christine, I just wondered if you could maybe let me know, maybe 1 or 2 points. How do you think that Shure can help kind of push the AV industry forward?
Well, I think what's interesting is I'm part of the AVIXA ISE board right now, and that's a new thing. I just went to my first meeting yesterday, and what I find is that so many of us in the industry have some common desires. We all want to have more diversity in this industry. We're all looking for ways to be more sustainable. Yeah. And what's interesting is people can kind of take off their company or their brand hats at that point, and we can all have a good conversation about what are we doing about our packaging, and how do we get rid of some of the waste in what we ship to our customers. Nobody wants it, and then what about trying to get different kinds of people into our industry, and what kind of ways can we talk to kids when they're younger? As an industry, sure, because we have some experience in doing some of this on our own, we can come together with other industry participants and try to see, well, how can we all make this change happen together? And I do sense that there is a lot of genuine interest in people wanting to collaborate and join forces to do that.
From a journalistic point of view, it's fantastic to hear that big brands are actually talking about huge issues that will kind of concern us all. So it's, congratulations to you and the other guys for kind of bringing those issues to the fore.
It's one common platform that we all have.
Yeah, absolutely. Christine, it's been lovely talking to you. Many thanks for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.